chiming in. Oh, good morning. I'm going to wait. Just want to make sure. I'm running through restream.io, so I got to make sure all servers are loaded up. We'll wait just 30 seconds or so. Be patient. There's a lot to get through. Try and get this fast as I can so I can fucking go to sleep. Because I'm not going to make my 11 o'clock appointment, nor am I interested in a $2 million fucking... Your approach is great because you did the research. You cared. You took a look. What you're attempting to do, as if it was me, you will fail because you're not me. You don't have 60 dealerships wrapped up. Even if you bought all of them, you still are not me. Period. So that's me up close and personal. I don't know if that's a warning shot, however you like to take it. Spoke to Dominique 3:30 p.m. yesterday. We'll wait 15 seconds, 2-minute mark. We'll run it. We'll edit and post. This is live, so fuck it. I'm gonna work it. Good morning, Mr. Dina. This is Tim Clark. How are you? I'm sure you're doing good. Good evening. Good afternoon. However you listen to this, you must listen through to the end in order for you to understand. I missed the 11 o'clock appointment yesterday for the sale of exotic promotions at the ask of $2 million on purpose and intentional. For the simple fact, I didn't get a confirmation from Alexander. I will gladly skip $2 million out of respect for Mr. Alexander. He has a full Emmy-winning team. I would think, believe me, you've been in the industry, Beverly Hills Pond, great show. I understand how you felt out of character and everything else. You don't like to be forced into things. I am pretty privy to who you are, sir. To be quite honest with you, I would agree with that. I wouldn't agree with that either. My first interaction with Reels Network was through Albuquerque Studios in person when I started to do a studio tour. I was going to spin off 2 shows to them. I had 4 shows in structure. We were going back and forth as far as agreements and dollar amounts and different things. I was still shopping for producers, directors, staffs to facilitate the production of the show. The first show was Exotic Promotions, just as it was presented to you. And Dominique, when me and Jason Mills, my co-creator, now this is all me, to be honest with you, 100%. Jason Mills is a longtime friend. So, and the whole thing was, this is a personal touch, okay? This is why we did this. This is how I came up with the idea. We were always going to exotic car dealerships to look at beautiful cars. How the fuck are we going to get those? Basically, excuse my French, but I'm going to speak frankly, to be quite honest with you. So, just want to get you ready for that. Because that's how I roll. I like my clients appreciate that. I don't hold no bars, nothing. I don't care about your bank account or any salutations next to your name. That means nothing to me. The whole thing is, remember, I'm a service unto you. I wouldn't approach you if I was interested, impressed, or something. Or there wasn't a way for me to help you. I wouldn't have wasted your time or mine. My time is just as valuable as yours. You might make more per hour than me. That's great. Fucking congratulations. But still, you obviously were entertaining business back and forth. You took the time. You see what's going on. There's a lot going on, obviously. So, give me a little background. Exotic Promotions was our attempt to get the cars we were looking at. In the process, a lot of times we would get either shoot off the property or whatever. And I said, no, wait, we're looking for locations to shoot our TV show. I'm pretty sure you would want to be involved. So I wrote up basically a press release. You remember, I've been in the entertainment business since I was 15. I was on K-Day when I was 15 from Casa. Basically, I got forced onto the live broadcast because, to be honest, everybody was drunk or high. So, hey, I'm not pressing charges or dropping dimes. This is what it was. I was 15. I had to create records. They said, "You want to spin?" Hell yeah. Nobody told me it was live on K-Day. I didn't understand until later. I was like, fuck. I was live on the radio? Why didn't you tell me? Because I would have been Mixed Master Ace live from Casa Camino Real on KDY 1580. I would have, juiced up a little bit, I don't know. But I was feeling for the crowd, but they liked that. It was like, well, but wait, I didn't know it was live on air. It could have been better. No, that was perfect, man. Shit. We do this every weekend. Yeah, let's do it every weekend. Nobody asked for ID. I was literally young. Come on. It was 18 and older. I was 15. Nobody gave a shit back then. It wasn't about that. Not like it is today when there's people suing for fucking hot coffee. Bunch of pussies nowadays, to be honest. It's alright, but hey, it is what it is. But we also have it easier with tech, as you know. But see, there's a lot of things you're missing here. Let's jump ahead a little bit. YouTube is pulling the compensation for content. Basically, they're doing away with their ads. They're not going to get people the money from ads. They're going to give the people 50% of $4.99 per month because that's what they're moving to. There'll still be ads, but they're keeping 100% of that. Let me explain why they're doing that. Plus, they're a year late because of the screw up on their end for the books. There's a lot of things devious that Google has been doing. Since 2005, I have data from 2001, implementation of AdWords through Steve Kierstead, a beta tester for Google and YouTube. Well, not YouTube. YouTube was later when they purchased it. More so Google and Microsoft a little bit. I had Windows 10 8 years before anybody else. It was a beta. But I might digress. So Google has been stealing from AdWords. If you're an AdWords person, such as yourself, Dina Collection, you put money into Google. You expect them to do you a service. They failed you because they robbed from you when they implicated to pay talent. That was their way to get your ads in front of people, to charge you more because there's a bigger audience, etc. But in order to encourage the talent to create content, they started compensating creators for their time and their brilliance and everything else in sense of a video. Now, I did that for 6 years myself. I had 45 channels. I had 22 brands, to put it in perspective. I had 8 EDM channels, 5 law enforcement focused channels. My big channel was High Speed Pursuits. Oh yeah, that's me. Google hates pro-police. They hate pro-Trump, for instance. When Google deleted me November 3 years ago, this past November was 3 years. It was the 21st. Was when they started to mess with the content and the structure. Because you could see the high point, boom, that was $1,000 a day, and then nothing but free fall over the next 14 days or so as they continued to delete my channels and everything else. You can see it was basically it was a blanket block of anything that had to do with Trump. The only reason I can verify that is because the brands, the channels were created over a 3-year period. There's 15 different emails there. Some of the emails were created over the 3 years. They weren't all created at one time. They were created over time as I continued to develop different things. High Speed Pursuits just happened to be something. You know what? We should put that shit on the YouTube. Maybe. Now, maybe people watch it. Yes, of course they did. It was fucking huge. I had 15,000 videos. Again, 45 channels. They were making money 24/7, 365. I was in a different structure of getting paid because there was so much traffic. In 2012, I made $5,800 with 136 100,000 video views, period, over a 20-hour sector. I got scared. I didn't know what the heck, because I never made that much money in that short a time. That was the first time I was viral. I was like, holy shit. But it was my content. The content was stolen. It was basically the Chrysler ad of, was it Clint Eastwood, when he introduced the Chrysler 200, I believe. This, now my screen's cracked, and now I can see, oh, you need to shave. No, I'm trying to grow the beard, man. I don't know. I'm just going to do it this time. I always shave it off or something. I'm like, oh, I have a meeting. Screw that. No more of that. I'm not trying to impress you. There's no reason I should impress you. It ain't about me. It's about the brilliance and everything else. Now, exotic promotions is one thing. If you want to invest $2 million, or no, better yet, don't give me nothing. Give me a line of credit. I'll come to you. I'll tell you what I need. I'll walk you through it. If you agree to it, you'll fund me. You'll see it. Don't worry. You'll give me a lot more than $2 million. But I need the piece of property next to you. You said 25 grand. That was your high point. You said free. That was your low point. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. See what you can come up with. Okay, Exotic Promotions is one. That's right next to you. That's a TV show. Loosely scripted, filmed in Beverly Hills. Oh, you're in Beverly Hills. Perfect. Empty space? Great. We need that. So film the show. Whatever you have planned, Dominique was forwarding information because I spoke to her. I don't know, it was at least half an hour. She saw the brilliance and everything. She remembers I was the one behind Post Malone that developed him into who he is. Remember, he was a country singer and rock and roll. So, X amount of years later, boom. Jason Probst was the best friend of Post Malone. Post Malone and him lived in a house in Crown Hills. Background there, SomethingNewNow Media Promotions on YouTube. Go there. There's a Waka Flocka DJ Woo Kid promo. That was one. Second promo, shot at the same house, was Migos. Remember, Post Malone did the track Quavo. That was me. The invitation. He was late. 3 hours late to the shoot. He wanted to meet him. He was a fan. Remember, we're developing him as a hip-hop guy. Dude, be here, okay? These guys are important, man. Show up, okay? Like, make an appearance, whatever. Cancel it. Didn't listen. Missed the introduction. Waka Flocka. He was not privy to that. There were security issues there. Not for Waka, but it was just how they did it. His people. So it was a blackout thing. Like, nobody in, nobody out. Somebody did come in from Ian's end, but Ian was the lead for Waka. So he had free reign. We had a blackout in the sense I couldn't bring people. I couldn't be on social media live. It was all structured around them. As you decided to go live, it was through them. Like, I can be like, yo, it's Waka. I shot promos and stuff for Exotic Promotions that day. That's why I'm telling you this. The first is Woo Kid. It'll be linked below. Possibly. Or search for it. You have staff and everything else. I'm not trying to be rude or anything else, but this is a long time coming. I don't agree that $2 million. There's a lot more there. I don't want more on my end. There's a lot more for you. I'm giving you at least 15 ways to earn multi-million dollars on your end. My play is 10%. And I'll give you Google. I'm not exactly sure how much money you put in AdWords, but they owe you at least 1/3 back. So if you spend $1 million, they owe you $333,000 back because they failed you. They overcharged you. Your ads didn't go in front of the people that you thought they did. We can prove this through the math. There's three numbers. I'll walk you through it. This is what I'm giving everybody, okay? This is for everybody. This isn't something secret, I'm going to charge you for it. This is free. The first number is AdWords. You're a business. You implement money into a service. You expect it to fucking deliver. That's Google. Google is a platform. They're the middleman, okay? They're the agent, so to speak. Hey, guess what? You're selling this. Would you like to put it in our store? Great. This is who you got to talk to put it on the shelf. Same thing. You're selling stuff. Beautiful stuff from Beverly Hills. Dina Collection. Pristine. Reels Network wants to get the audience for your TV show. Similar approach. Two different ways of getting an audience or getting someone to look at you. Doesn't matter what you're selling. TV show, hairspray, fresh fruit, fucking square dance lessons. Doesn't matter. If you want people to look at something, that's where you go because they're the biggest. You would suppose you would get nothing but the best service. They failed you, sir. You're entitled to damages. If you're not AdWords, you're on the other end. You're entertainment. You're the person earning from your content because there's ads on it from the person on the other end, which is AdWords. Or, yes, AdWords. AdWords platform, we'll just call it entertainment at the end because it gets confusing. Because you have bloggers, because Google ads are all over the place, except Facebook. Facebook's by themselves. We'll get to that. They have great value and all this stuff because we're there. Now it's kind of an advertisement model as far as that's a revenue thing. I believe that's 60% of the revenue or so. Tech's about 15% or so. 20. You got futures. That's the 10. Then there's additional 10 there that's kind of like out in the wind. This is development stuff like that. If you're in a board meeting, that's how they break it down in a prospectus. If you really ask for it. Hey, if you're interested in investing, always look at the prospectus first. Of course, if you are in the position of investing money into something, of course you're going to look at the prospectus. Okay, so if you look at the prospectus, it's a good glance at the numbers. Now, you can reflect the numbers through your own personal AdWords account. Now, I know you're both because you're a YouTuber and you're also a business. So you need to look at both numbers. Now, look at the dates that coincide to both. Okay? Now, because you're an AdWords and an AdSense person, you can ask for the records on their end. You want the server data. Straight up, ask for it. You're entitled to that. Or have your attorneys ask for it because you're going to push the issue. They're going to gladly give you that. You'll see the deviation immediately. You can set a certain amount of time. Sorry, I can't get to you right now. We'll get to that later. Somebody interrupted me. So there's, again, 3 numbers, and there's 3 points to each number. So there's 9 points of data in order for that math to make sense. Okay? So what they do is they do morning, noon, and night. Now, when you place an ad, you can put it to a certain area for a certain product for a certain amount of clicks or the amount of ads, and then you bid. Okay? I know how it works. I was a beta tester. I was also a developer, coder for AdWords itself. We'll get to that. They were limited when we started using them in 2005. We launched a .com called WCBleads.com. We wanted 25 things for homeowners. You want a rough estimate? We were gathering information from the homeowner. We would sell that information to the contractor. That was our business structure. This is before YouTube and all that, before Facebook. And so that was our business model. Now, so that's how I improved that information. Back then it was simple because it was limited. But then as they started to add more branches for you to add more content, and then you add more products, more bidding, etc., then it got more expensive, and they gave you a short amount of time. Then they added the stuff at the bottom. There's 3 links at the bottom of every Google search result. Those are the lower bracket as you bid on it. As far as the stuff you can actually click on, that's either agency or they pay Google or they do it themselves generically. I develop generically from zero. Somebody pays me to do something, I talk them through it. And I also show them how to link all their social profiles because that is what we call juice on the internet. How much juice do you have on the internet? Pull, all that. So when you gather all that stuff together, now this is startup to corporation. So this is free. You add all that together and you link all that together. A brilliant way to get started, if you want to take a peek, is IFTTT. That is basically me in the back of my stereo, pulling out a wire, moving it over here, plug it in there. That's as simple as that. It's basically, but it's boxes, and then if you tweet this, it'll go here and here and here. There's no limitations on that, and it's free. It's a gift. Everybody else charges you. So IFTTT, guys, behind that. That's some serious power for all of you. If you're starting out, if you're a networker or whatever, I co-sign that shit. When I get in a position, I'm buying that, but I'm not buying it to abuse it or whatever. I'm gonna fuck it, make it 100 times better, or I don't know. We need to make the approach to IFTTT. But that's once we close the agreement between Intel and Gopher Protocol Inc. in Santa Monica. That's my tech. We'll get to that. There's another way for you to earn. It's based on ICO. Just a preview. It's 6-1 over Bitcoin. Hey, sorry, Bitcoin. I'm not trying to kill you. All I did is improve you. My position is I'm going to absorb Bitcoin. I'll cover the loss within the first year of business once we reach 5 million members. My business model is this. It's charitable because I don't want to be rich, period. I want to give it all to my community. Nobody else is going to do that. And also, advertising on my community is free. It's not going to be pay, be in your face, boom, boom, boom. If we like you, we like you. If we don't, we don't. We're going to walk away, forget all about you. So 40% back to business. You're a business. Listen up. 40% back to you in expenses for doing business. Okay? So that gives you 40% back. What are you going to do? Fuck a vacation? Maybe, no. You inject it back into your business to make your business better. It's natural. It's organic. We're going to go like it because it's better. Well, this cheeseburger actually looks like that picture. Fuck, man. Boom, like. Remember, everybody's on my shit now. Nobody's on them because nobody's paying them. I'm paying everybody to be social. I'm giving 90% of all revenue to my members. My network, my platform's called the Talent Bank. It's ICO. This is why I'm better than everybody. I'm 3 times the security. So all of my members are wrapped up under my security. It's designed into the base code. I use CAD. I also use AutoCAD and a airplane modeling software. Ha ha ha. Whoa. Nobody's doing that. They use the airplane modeling software because a real airplane modeling software is about $250,000. I'm a little shy. So I use a free software that I use. It was a tool for me as an employee of Radical Electronics, 1989, 1990 or so. The owners would give me 3-dimensional drawings that were 10 years ahead of their time. They were all over the place. It was just like, it was precise. We had gold fittings for the switch. We basically made utility panels. Some as big as, like my mom's fucking spot here. Crazy stuff. The wires were, I don't know, at least 25 inches around. Something like that. But they were all single strand copper. Like, we had to use a forklift and shit to move a lot of the interiors of that switch. That's all it was, off, on. But that was some serious stuff going through there. I can't explain why it was so heavy duty and why the security behind the structure. I'm not going to get into any of that because I don't want to cause harm to anything if that's like protecting, if that's an airport and terrorists, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into that. You want to come, if I can try and get that information out of me, come see me. I'll beat you up, bury you in the front yard. Real easy. So don't get it twisted. I also signed documentation that I would not alleviate that design or anything. Anyways, I assured the owners that, you know, hey, I'll sign whatever you like, plus SCE come in real fast. Heavy. Suits and shit, like goons. Yeah, that's it. Your shift's over. Here's your check. Here's an additional check. And anybody asks, you never worked here. That's it. Boom. There's nothing in my records as far as the earnings go. I went through an agency. The agency, whatever, they got bought out too. That was it. That was the end of work, end of the business. I don't know. But, okay, the math and everything else, I had to figure out my end. I use that little digital thing, you know. There's 2 points. Has a roller on it to precise to fucking millimeters. But I had to incur what was inside. So the plans for the outside structure, because I'm basically just, it's sheet metal. It's 10 gauge down to 8 gauge and even further. But I'm not going to get down to that. Some of the shit was armor pierced. Some of the shit was armored after after things was finished. People would come in, they'd spray something. Next crew would come in and add some. I would have to guess some Kevlar panels. You know, it kind of reminds me of the carbon fiber, what is available today. Say it was carbon fiber, because if it was carbon fiber, I don't know. I know that the F1 from McLaren has a lot of carbon fiber. I think that was the first. Again, unknown. I'm not going to get in that. It might be a security thing for them. So I don't want to step on the toes. I don't want to get a federal case if I'm relieving too much information, because I'm not exactly sure what we were working on. But they gave us, I don't know, they gave us $5,000 end of day. Here you go. You don't work here anymore. So $5,000. I just not enough. But it was good that they did that, but they did that intentionally and on purpose. So they made sure that we understood that we never worked here. Wow. Okay. Yeah, man, that shit was cleaned up, because I went by the next day, because I was like, I don't know what happened, because we were a tight crew. I worked here for like a year and a half. The owners were like, we'd shoot the shit for a while. I came in early on purpose. I was first. They were kind of fucked up because they were in wheelchairs and stuff. Nothing against them. It was just their health. They had a lot of health things going on. They were fucking very gracious people. And I took a liking to them. I want to make sure they were good. You know, hey, you want anything? Need anything? All right. Oh, I'm gonna go. So just shoot me the files or whatever. I'll convert them. Now I'm working on a $3 to $5 million piece of machinery. It's called a Trump 2000, basically, and multiple tools. The head would go, pick up a tool, come back, get on point. I would feed a piece of sheet metal into the machinery, to lack of a better word. Now, I had lasers all around it, because the machine had so much torque and shit. If a human was up against it and the sheet metal were to slip or something, because the cut angles and everything else, or the tool would fail and a piece would spin off. A lot of dangerous stuff going on there. So it had laser beams around it. If you cross the line, everything, I had a stop button. I had a dead man switch. If I had a heart attack or something fell, everything would stop. It was very, there's a lot of security and stuff, because I didn't want to kill anybody. So I was like, because it was wrong, the layout. So I was like, there's an empty spot over there. Could we set that up over there? Yes. I had to wait a week for the team to come in from the UK. Trump, TRUMPF is the brand. I believe it's French. Not sure. But I did that intentionally, because I wanted them to come in, do whatever they had to do to move the machinery. But I wanted them to do their check after, and I wanted to be okay before I went forward. Because what I did was I reprogrammed the machine after I programmed it to run my shit. Once I figured out the math, I found shortcuts. I've been cutting since I was 6 or 7, so I've been doing shit for a while. So I basically pulled off the impossible, because they screwed me for like a week, and a few days later, then they're like, oh, okay, we'll stop fucking. I was like, yeah, I was gonna ask, but I'm new, so they're like, no, we did that on purpose. I was like, really? Because I was like, these guys can't be that stupid. I mean, they own the place, right? I want to make sure, hey, those are the owners, right? Like, the real owners? How could they make a mistake like that? I'm new and I'm bringing the shit. They're like, no, we were testing you. We want to see how efficient you were. And I was like, oh, well, you don't have to worry about that. It's like, yeah, we know. Okay, we're not going to test you anymore. I was like, cool. Because I had to kind of do a MacGyver. I don't know. I had to do some of my own stuff within the machinery, because it wouldn't go to those points. that I created out of your math, out of your CAD drawing. CAD is X, Y, Z. So you have X, Y, and then Z up for the elevation. So let's take a piece of paper out. Fold in half again. One line's this way, one line's that way. That's X, Y. Now, when you folded paper, whatever half was up in the air at the top of that, that would be your Y. Okay? Just to put that into perspective. Now, that flat piece of paper needs to be a box. How do you do that? You measure it out. How many sides to a box? Come on. We've all been in school. I don't know. I'm just count. 6, 4, and then 6. How many 90 degrees in a square, box, cube, however you want to call it? Shit. 3 each corner. How many corners? 4, 8. So 8 times 3, 24. I'm doing this with you. But basically, I mean, that's what you need to make a cube out of your piece of paper. Of course, there's probably some genius Japanese way or something, like they make a bird. I can't do that, but I can fix all of you with the talent bag. Boom. Okay, it's coming. This is also a presentation to Yoshidina at Beverly Hills. He's from Beverly Hills Pond. He offered to buy my TV show. No, not good enough. Not that I don't want more. I don't want any of it. I want lines of credit, and I also want you to back my play for the following. I don't know if I need your help with Brandon Bachman that's Scalping Motors. Pretty sure he's all locked up and ready to go. He called me 6 times before he left for Cabo. You called me 5 times the same day. I have all the missed calls. I have all the tech information from Fios. Basically, if you have Fios, I would run. I would be scared. I would take a second look. If you have the phone service, I would be intensely scared. I would probably hire an attorney because they're failing you. You need to stop, take a moment, and look at that call list. The orange calls are the ones you never got. They failed on their end. I went to 14 texts. I spent 8 hours on the phone. Now, this is after I missed your calls, Mr. Dina. There was one from the 888 number. Okay, that's the basic number for Dina Collection. You were to go on Google, look up Dina Collection. That's who called me. There's 3 other numbers. I'm not going to give those away. I know one is a secondary. That's the 251 Beverly Boulevard space. Oh, yes. I am down to that. I know exactly everything. Not using it against you. This is just me being me. Because I looked at the prefix, I also Googled the numbers, and I got into where they originated from. And then from there, well, I'm not going to give away all my tricks. Now, you got to understand, I have 30 salutations in tech. I learned all that in college on my own with pencil and paper. College was rough, I'll tell you. College was garbage. All my professors said it was beyond them. That was real college. Secondary college was ITT Tech, San Bernardino. Again, garbage. I was the second, basically, class. They need 3 classes in order for your certification through ITT Tech to mean anything. Remember that. Don't waste your fucking time or money. That's garbage. You go to real school, open a book, get on the internet, do it the hard way with a pencil and paper. If you want to learn how to code, there's environments you can get. Don't waste your time on anything. You need the environment first and then learn how to code. That is how you should learn. That is the hard way, but that is the true way. And it's a little easier now. We're talking 2000 to 2003 or so. I got 30 salutations to my name. Now, they're garbage nowadays, but I started from the beginning. You gotta remember, I've been coding since I was 6, so it's kind of second nature to me. But the college I went to was definitely, I'm smoking a lot. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not supposed to have this. This is bad because it's full of vitamins. I'm not allowed vitamins. Just kidding. So, Exotic Promotions, again, loosely scripted. It's going to be a live stream. It's more of a us working throughout the day. It's not episodical or anything. It's not, oh my God, fucking beautifully edited with multi angles. Yes, that's the episodic adventure, but the exotic promotions, as far as a business and a brand and a TV series and everything else, it starts out as a live stream in an office in Beverly Hills. Boom. And we develop everything through the live stream. It's already been developed, but we're developing it within our live stream audience. That's how you get them hooked. Real simple. The hook is everything that is exotic, beautiful, expensive. The client base is celebrities, billionaires, people of precedence. Come on, we're in Beverly Hills. Who else is, it's like your store, for instance. Beverly Hills Pawn is a TV show, but you didn't like that. You fill out a character, I understand. It's no longer in production. I get it. Okay, I will give you full reign, man. Full reign. All right? I want the executive producer position because that's who I am. The show is right next to you, so you gotta, we're live streaming. What does that do? Pushes everybody right next door to you. You want to talk to us? You got to go see him first. Go check in, get your key, or go get your ICO. ICO is a coin-based currency. We will offer that as well through my tech. So I can offer you a personal ICO based against everything that I'm doing. Remember, I'm 6-to-1 over Bitcoin. So you can see the value, right? Okay, good. 90% to the community, so everybody's going to be there, right? It's $1 buy-in, so their dollar is awesome. Once we reach 1 million members, I will triple your dollar, and I will triple it every 90 days. Period. That's it. Done. Everybody's going to be on the talent bank. You're not going to be Facebook anymore because you're not a slave. You're not building for them. You're building for yourself because I'm giving it all to you. Get it? Advertisers are free. No more in your face. You're protected. You're 256-bit encrypted. Swear to God, I'm not them. They sell you out every second they can. You're worth more to them in gold. If you were to weigh yourself and you put that shit in gold right there, and throughout your lifetime on social media, they're going to make your weight in gold 1,000 times over, if not better. Seriously. You're being punked. You're being used through all social media. YouNow is not that way. YouNow is actually going to pay you. They're smart. They're starting to get the, they're starting to do that. I like it. I love to offer my stuff to you now. We're in a position, we're still in the development and structuring phase as far as financing and everything else. I'm taking on financing on my end. Dina, I'd love to put a couple of those rocks on a shelf up like this. That would be a line of credit. Basically, I mean, you have $300 million in diamonds in your vault. Your vault is awesome. Like, that's a small apartment. It's probably an apartment in New York, crazy as it is. So, you're not hurting for money. I get it. I want to make you more money. So, if you seriously about exotic promotions, I'll give it to you for $1. I don't want your $2 million. I don't. I want a $2 million line of credit, and I want you to be standing right next to me for the rest of the deals. If you can agree to that, I'm sure you'll sign up because I don't want $2 million. I want $1. So that's my offer: $1 plus $2 million line of credit. I'll come to you with the plans for everything, the business structure. You'll see the brilliance. Trust me. You can give me a lot more than $2 million. But it's not for me. It's an investment for everything that we're doing. We're equal partners. We'll bring in the other people. They'll be equal partners as well. We'll speak upon them. I'm also going to run the label On Hit Records out of your 251 Beverly Boulevard. On Hit Records is putting business back in the music industry, and I'm giving all rights to the artist. I don't want anything on my end for that. Zero. It's not how I make my money. I make my money out of an exclusive partnership, exclusive, only to a series of venues that I handpick and choose, that I'll personally walk myself and develop for my artists. Nothing but the best, baby. Everything's going to be gifted to us. Sound, lighting, the design of the stage or whatever. I'll walk your stuff. I'll tell you where you're wrong. Kind of like a bar rescue, but for the entertainer, for the singer and everything else. We're not going to oversell our shit. We're not going to overamp it. It is what it is. You get into our show for $1. I'm not going to fucking rob you $200, $300 for a ticket of garbage. You're way up there. You can't even see nothing. Audio's fucking garbage and all that stuff. Those days are over. When we were teenagers, we ran LA. We ran Casas, fucking Florentine Gardens, Brandy's, all kinds of shit. I mixed master race, as you know. I don't know. Anybody doesn't know? I mixed master race. Started in 85. I was one of 7 DJs that pushed hip hop into what it is today. Yes, congratulations. Oh, and you're welcome as well. But not the bullshit that you hear today. Now look what they did to Post Malone. I took 7 months out of my life to develop him as an artist. There was all other things I was doing with Mr. Probst, Jason. His Minecraft universe. I'm currently still working and doing things with Sky Does Minecraft, which is net nobody. And I'm offering him a $4 million recording contract. You know, it's his real offer. I'm going to reapproach Mr. Murillo for the $4 million again. It'll be in account for a year's time. You will have a year's time contract for the second chance because he didn't do it the first chance because he was listening to people in his ear telling him no. When he should have said yeah. Because to be honest with you, his vocalization and his delivery and his structure, as far as him being a singer, are beyond that. And his skill set, as far as him speaking and dropping bars and all that shit, are a lot better than Post Malone. Remember, Post Malone was developed into a hip hop guy. Adam wasn't developed in anything. That's him on his own. If he had me as a coach or whatever to develop him, he'd be 10 times better. And that's what I'm working towards. But also going to get Adam Dahlberg in partnership with Galpin Motors. They're currently doing something with Salamandrin, but Salamandrin, to be honest with you, is all over the place. He's got a lot of things holding him back. When I made the introduction through Amy for Salamandrin and Galpin, because that's how it worked out and that's how it happened, straight up, I don't give a shit about anybody getting hurt or what. Fuck that. That's what happened. Galpin was using my playbook. You know, that anger or whatever. I already spoke to Brandon many times before he went to where they're at right now. They'll be back a couple of weeks. That's it. The deal's already signed. It's going to have me set a keys to an Aston. Going to write me 2 checks. $25,000 because that's the incur business, and $30,000 per month. That's my cost. The first contract was $65,000 and $50,000 to implicate business. They signed that, so I'm giving them a half price deal. The car is a gift for Salamandrin. Maybe I'll ask for a couple more. I don't know. It's a 9-month term. Free terrestrial radio ads on KD and Power 106. They're spending over $110,000 per month on those. Their advertisement cycles $500,000 to $1 million. There's 13 dealerships. There's an 8-person team on the property of Galpin. I'm not going to tell you where the building is. There's a security issue there because it's personnel. I'm not going to do that. So there's an 8-person team in a building for their marketing. Jeff's got moved up to the corporate position. He was the guy that blocked me during the original contract. Brandon went above his head, signed the contract anyways, without his approval. He didn't approve because me and Sid, my partner at the time, my partner again currently, and my lawyer for business, man, we're doing this again. It's about time. 3 years is a long time. Yes, it's been 3 years from deal 1 signed, $65,000 per month, $50,000 check to incur business. They agreed. Signature. Boom. Within a week, Brandon was put out to posture, as I like to call it, because he was pushed out of his prestigious position of Galpin Autosports. Gotta remember, that's his baby, okay? He did that. Okay, that was also where they filmed Pimp My Ride. Now, I'm going to drop some bombs on you. West Coast Customs, fuck you. Okay, you're garbage. I know all about that. You put band-aids and tape and stickers on cars, and you deviated from the real task of actually fixing the car. You did the TV thing. Glamour, lights, all that. Fame. That's bullshit. Plus, you ripped off Beaver. That's why you're in that building in Burbank. That's Beaver's money. You need to give that back. Seriously. I'm sure you have it back. I'm sure you could back that by now. Come on, you're all over the place. Little short dude. If he's the one doing that, dude, straight up, that's fucked up. You're a bitch. You should fucking not do that. So West Coast Customs garbage. If you really want your show, no, if you really want your car hooked up, go to Galpin Autosports. Seriously. Even if I don't do business with Galpin again, if they walk away or walk away, again, they can't. They have one half of two parts of the deal. I'm not going to get in that. But, yeah. It's already signed. I just need the keys to the Aston, a couple of checks. I'll be on my way. Off to you, Mr. Dina. Because then you sign there, I'll take both signatures on the Murillo. Murillo owns KDM Power 106. We'll get you the free advertisements as I prelayed to the agreements that between us and between me and you, Mr. Dina. Also, I will give you the Google formulation, how to get to the point that you can actually go to your person, because I know people of your guys' level. I already did this on my own business. When we started R.com, we were between $200,000 to $1 million on our end as far as advertisements into AdWords. This is before AdSense. Okay, that was even before AdSense. But, man, we'd pull 100,000 leads, 150,000 leads to contractors. We sell each lead $45 to $85. We did exclusive leads and we did certified leads. Everything was certified, but we put labels on it. So we did silver, gold, platinum kind of thing. We also did a flat membership thing where you had unlimited leads. You were a contractor, you had unlimited leads for a flat rate. That was $75 per month. And we gave you at least 8 leads, if not better, because there was always stuff. But that was my end because it was very, because I want to take care of my people. Those are my people. I am the one that, would incur the conversation. Hey, I got a lead in your area. It's, I don't know, somebody wants a roof estimate. How would you like it? Are you interested? Hell yeah, what's up? Well, it's free. I'll give you 2 more for free if you sign up. I just need you to go to the website, put in your information because I want to make sure you're legit. I'm not going to sell these people out. I'm not in that business. You understand. Service Magic is in that business. Service Magic is Home Advisor. They had to rename themselves because that's how bad they are. Don't buy into that, people. I can't say anything about Angie's List. Good or bad. I would say go there if you need that. But stay away from Home Advisor. You got a problem with that, Home Advisor? What's up? Make a complaint. I'll pull your covers all day. You're garbage. You're the same garbage as you were before. And check this out, world. We had a mothership, so to speak, a parent company. It was called West Coast Vinyl. Very prestigious. The Kiersteads own a patent on the dual pane windows. This is why they're important. Steve Kierstead, one of the sons, good friend of mine. We developed our friendship over a long period of time to the point that he's like, dude, you're working for me now. Like he sees the brilliance because I ran marketing upstairs. They created a position for me within 7 days of me stepping on the property. The only thing that I did was I looked at their input as far as from their provider. There was 3 T1 lines. Didn't make any sense because you don't do that. If you're anybody that knows anything about networking and stuff from the provider, say a box on the street in your house, your business, around that time, one T1 was over, like, it was way over what they needed. They weren't heavy on the internet. Yes, they had a website, but they weren't a live stream or anything. There was really none of that yet. There was, but it wasn't. It wasn't like this. I remember this before Facebook, before YouTube was mainstream. There was a MySpace. Twitter was just starting. Around that time, let's see what else. Yeah, the T1s were a way for cable companies to charge businesses obscene amounts of money for basically what we're dealing with today. Now, the cable companies, man, that's some DB people shit. They owe us billions, man. We've been paying for the same shit, the same garbage. Man, I don't know. When was the first time you were online ever? I would have to say for me, 91, 92 or so. There was some software I got somewhere. It was free. It really was. But it was a dial-up modem. Dial-up modem is basically the old credit card terminals that you would see. I don't know if you were a kid. I don't know how old you are. I'm old, guys. Come on. But in the old days, with credit cards, they had the paper things, right? And then they escalated to a magnetic strip on the back. And they also had the chip. Nowadays, it's a security thing. They kind of went backwards. But they're programming the chip now. That's why you put it in with the chip instead of swiping it. But yeah, you can swipe it. It's a secondary, but it's more secure if you use the chip. Anyways, but back then, the whole dial-up thing, that was basically the credit card readers or whatever. It was a modem, yes, but they overplayed it completely. That's why you notice, come on, the best time to go online was like 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. and then back down. Boom. So they oversold themselves, okay? They never should have done that. So that is a failure on their end as far as delivering a service. I'm not saying we can start filing lawsuits. I'm giving you background here. It's the same shit from then to today. It's copper wire. Now, fiber optics on that is just the conversion. It's still copper. Go look at your computer, right? Go look at the soldering board. Now go look at the oldest shit in your house. Same stuff. There's nothing new there. It's just a CPU, the speed and everything else. There's nothing new there either. We're all being played because there's a speed limit on everything. Everything, if they turn it wide open and released it, we would be 10, 15 generations ahead of where we currently are on everything. This includes cellular as well. Now remember, you used to have drop calls, all that. That's basically you without call waiting. Next call comes in, that call goes away, you answer that one. Damn it, I hate when that happens. It's a drop call. It's not you, it's somebody else. They oversold that. That's garbage. Remember? Oh, it's just your service. No, it's not. It's intentional. They oversold themselves. Everything's greedy. Everybody's greedy. It's how it works. It's bad. It's terrible. I'm not in a position yet to pull them covers. I'm just letting you know. Okay? This is real shit. If you did the math, now I'm a math type person. That's how I learned. You gotta remember, pencil and paper. That's how I learned how to code. 30 salutations. Started coding on TRS-80. I was 6 or 7 or so. So, my neighbor, I'm gonna smoke it on. I didn't even enjoy that often. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna go get a beer. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a beer. Let's make this a fine morning. Now this is my night because I work at night. I code and everything else during evening hours. It's the best time for me. Everything's more relaxed. Everything's quieter. There's more of me available. If you're a day person, then 9 to 5, all that. No, not for me. I work when I work. Sorry, up close and personal with the beard. Hey, I'm liking the beard. I was like, I'm going to give it another week. Then I was like, shit. I was like, I'll give it another week. And now I'm growing it for Halloween. No, not funny. I'm being funny. Give me 1 second. I need to open the Heineken. I only drink nothing but the best. It needs a bottle opener. If you're drinking a beer with twist top, hey, I don't always drink Heineken, but thanks to Mr. Dahlberg, I can. So remember, he's my angel financier right now. If I have the attention of Adam Dahlberg and he's in the position of giving me money to continue doing business and everything else, because I have to wait for Bachman to get back to incur the $55,000 that there's 2 checks in an envelope waiting for me. He's going to tie this up and issue me more. Not more money, but, well, it depends. I'm going to leave everything wide open. Let's just say we're going to leave everything wide open. Now, this is what I would like mostly. Dina, Bachman, Murillo, and Gopher Protocol, me, and Intel. That would be structured 1 or group 1. There's a lot more. There's 120 dealerships for automotive, aviation. I didn't speak about that yet. I have Million Air. Todd Freeman is the CEO. Okay, met him in Paris. They launched the city of Paris, Perreis, not Paris. No, that's probably dangerous. I wouldn't want to go there. Not right now. It's too many damn. Hang on. Okay, not for me. Delivery. Not mine. I'm also have a few of my members. My team is also listening on an app I designed, a communication app for groups. Something that's using IFTT for multiple ways in. Not video yet. I still have to write that in. Okay. So I'm also on a phone call. How am I doing that? Well, I wrote that. Maybe I'll release it. It's a multitasking app for cell phones. Droid only. Apple's garbage. If you have an Apple device, fucking sad. Very, very sad how easily you're manipulated. You have one half the tech that I have in my hand. I have a $200 phone from Boost. You have that, I did that $350, $400 a month bill. We don't need that. You don't need that. Google just bought everything. Okay, your phone bill will never go over $60. Go look at cell phone in Google. Put cell phone tech Google. Now go look at the Wikipedia page. Google bought everything. So now Google owns all of cellular as far as the service to the service providers, to the towers. They own the structure underneath. So if you have a house, but you don't own the land, same thing. Google owns the land now. You might have the house, but they own the land. Get it? That's good for us, but proves me correct. Because how in the hell is it all of a sudden just $60 when I was paying $300 5 years ago, 4 years ago? I don't know. So you notice 4 lines for $100. How's that possible? Well, that's how. Because Google just bought everything and they set the limit, the highest limit for service. Now there's other things involved if you go over your plan or whatever, but your maximum plan is $60. That's it. Now I pay $69 through Boost. I'm not back in Boost yet. They haven't agreed to the contract yet. They're still thinking. Made the approach to T-Mobile as well. They're still talking about it or thinking about it. I haven't been affiliated with one single cellular network. I'm gonna avoid Verizon because, come on, Fios is garbage. I miss 25 calls from Brandon Bachman. His grandfather started Bachman Ford, the biggest Ford dealership in the world. I have previous experience with Galpin. We have a signed agreement to develop them as a brand, to teach their marketing people how to market. Different people now, hopefully they're better. I've yet to meet them and shake their hands. I'm waiting for Brandon. And again, Mr. Dana, we're not doing any of this until I first, out of respect, I don't care what it costs me. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm waiting for Brandon specifically. I understand we have 11 a.m. meeting. I don't know what time it is. Really not concerned. Not wearing a watch. Not concerned about time. Not right now, not today. Again, out of respect, I'm still going to wait for Alexander to make the nod. He has to say okay, because he's involved. He's the producer. He's the director developer. He's structuring the characters, all that stuff. If we were to go that way, we're still in a position of restructuring or replanning it. I thought it would be beautiful for you because it's right next door to you. We would always give you the nod, of course, because you're the guy that's either investing in it. As far as the sale, wash my hands for $2 million. No, sorry. The last deal I got was $7 million from Discovery Networks, and that was for Velocity when they were developing that, and they were starving for content. If I ducked out of $7 million, and that's a 10-year run program, if not greater, with three very viable spin-offs that I've yet to speak on or release to the public. Remember, I have 7 TV shows. Okay, let's go to the next one. I don't know. I want $4 million for this. You can buy this straight up. It's called Gaming for Fame. We are gamers, not me, the audience. The audience is random. They're in the public sector. They get delivered a a PS4. Let's stick with that. Okay, if you're Xbox, hey, sorry. Microsoft, what's up? Call me. I don't know. I love to offer Xbox or Microsoft or Sony. But in order to do that, I have to get you into the room together without fighting, without bitching, without being favorites, all this bullshit. I'm going to play the same shit as they're playing across platforms. So you two figure that out, and we'll include you, Microsoft. Or do better than PlayStation. If you do better than PlayStation, then we'll do it that way. But the deal's got to be correct. Okay? And it's not for me, it's for the players. Okay, so they get delivered a PS4. They have instructions. It's very glamorous. I don't know. We'll have people dress up for each game if we're going to do it that way. We'll have a Grand Theft Auto voiceover artist to hand deliver them a PS4 with Grand Theft Auto 5 on it, or 6, or whatever at the time. So this is me planning it out. So you get delivered that. Oh my God, I got chosen, right? But you get picked randomly. It's not anything to do with anything. If you're a gamer, hey, you're in. You could be picked. Here's what you get. You get to be on the show. Whoa, I'm on the show. Holy shit, I made it. Whatever, you're a star. It's a good start for you if you're interested. Now, if you're not interested in being on a TV show and being in the front of glamorous people and earning up to $500,000. Oh yeah, $500,000. All I just do is make 3 appearances. I'll tell you about it. I need a light. See, I'm not even smoking. Don't smoke. It's very bad for you. Seriously. These things will kill you. That's why I'm smoking. I'm doing the, don't tell anybody. But okay. These are actually full of vitamins. No, they're not. Seriously, don't smoke, guys. It sucks. This is the only hang up I got left. I already did away with the rest of it. I don't do needlepoint no more. I don't sew anymore. God dang it. And I don't write poetry anymore. No. I'm just being funny. Okay, listen. Gaming for Fame. We send you a PS4 or whatever. That means you're included. Within a week's time, we'll make an appointment to come by and see you because you're important now. Listen, you're always important. All of you are important. That's why I'm giving 90% of all of money and everything else that I earn to you through my platform. It's called Talent Bank. Not ready yet. It's coming. I have to make sure that you are okay before I release because it isn't about them. Remember, we are building them up. They're making money off of us. Google's fucking you because they robbed from you. Again, they took 1/3 from AdWords people. If you're a YouTuber, they owe you 2/3 back. Seriously. That's how it works. You have 52% of 1/3. How do you feel? I'd be pissed. They owe Adam Now, me and Adam are doing stuff like this not because of what I have on Google to get him his missing $20 million, I would estimate. Galpin's around 44.5 million is what the numbers they proved. I gave them the math. I don't care. You're not going to go kill them. I know that. So I don't think I'm putting them at risk. If you want to come kill me, come kill me. Just proves me right. I'm not afraid of you. You're nothing. You're liars and you're bullshit. And I ain't going to fucking accept that. You fucked me up for whatever reason you did. I warned you. 3 years in the making, whatever. I don't care how long it took. The whole point is I'm not going to accept that. And I'm not going to let everybody else accept that either. I don't care if it costs me everything, it costs me nothing. I figured it all out. I wrote the code. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm going to release. There's nothing you can do about that. The advertisers are going to come to me. There's nothing you can do about that. Everybody's not locked in a lifetime commitment with you. They will be with me for $1. That's how much it's going to cost to advertise on my network. $1. That's it. Lifetime. Okay? Your Pepsi, $1. Come on. Let's go. Everybody likes Pepsi. I don't know. You're kind of deviant and fucked up as far as trying to push us into a certain political thing. All these companies, you get out of the way. Okay? Let us choose who we want to choose as far as politically. All this bullshit about Trump and all that, fuck that. He's a genius. He's fixing shit that you guys have fucked up. So you should fucking, if anything, you should get behind him. Because that's bullshit. Okay, I'm a business guy. I'm an entertainment guy. I've been involved for 35 years. Trump is the truth, and he's legit. I'll co-sign him. Snoop, you're a piece of shit and you're garbage. I'm gonna come see you, motherfucker. I know where you are. Okay? Go ask Cube who I am. Or Ren. Or Yella. Or Tony G. Greg Mack. Go ask them motherfuckers who I am. I don't play, dog. So I'm gonna come see you, Snoop. You're a bitch. Straight up. You ain't nothing. You're garbage. I'm 4G certified. You're not even certified. You bought yourself in. You're a punk. I know who you are, dude. When the fucking cameras are off and shit, I know exactly who you are. I'm not calling you on that. I'm calling you using your place out here in public, being a celebrity, a musician, and trying to force us into something else. Trump's been nothing but good for you people. You've done nothing but bad for you people. You took an advantage and all that shit. You're one of the problems, dude. You're a problem. You're not anything good. So hey, sorry, but that's out of the heart and shit. Because I got 35 years in the game, and I didn't do all that shit and dedication and fucking all that shit for these fucking clowns to fuck off hip hop. Hip hop is prestigious. It is grand. It is fucking beautiful. And he took it, and it's garbage. And I'm taking it back. That's what On Hit Records is, because we're on hit. And I'm also putting business back in the business. Go ask Tyrand. Go ask Tyrand who I am. Okay? Everybody, go look up Tyrand Have You Ever. That's the first artist. That's the first single we released. Okay? Huh? I dropped you. Gosh, I'm so sorry about that. My apologies for dropping you. The mic. So, Tyrand is the first artist I'm going to sign. Second, well, I'd like to be Adam, but that's his decision. No pressure. But I'm still going to announce on Part 16 K-Day. If Google comes around, I'm going to give him a $100 million contract. It's up to Google. I'm sure Adam, once we get Adam locked down and all that stuff, if we get him in touch with the right people and they present to him, he's going to be angry. He's the 19th top YouTuber in the world, okay? That's who Adam is. That's Mr. Dahlberg. That's Sky Does Minecraft. Net Nobody right now. So everybody go look up Net Nobody. He's got a $4 million contract. Maybe you should go tweet on Twitter to him at Net Nobody on Twitter. Tell him to accept $4 million recording offer, recording contract, publishing, everything. 100% him as far as rights. I'm not doing 50, 360. I'm doing 100% 360, 100% to the artist. I don't want anything. Zero. It's not how I make my money. Okay? I'll tell you how I make my money. But I'm not in the business of robbing from artists. I'm in the business of building them up. I'm not going to let my people live on tour either. Fuck that. Everything's out of control. Everything's greedy, and no more. I'm pissed off and I'm fed up, and I have a solution for all of it. I figured it out. Okay? I'm currently structuring my team, and I'm currently fucking building the finance to back my play. Intel is fucking ready. Okay? Go for Protocol is ready. They're making a move from nonprofit to profit. We're waiting for that. Once that is fucking finalized, it should be around the end of February. February 15th was the date for me to make the back to content. I'm going to do even better. Yeah, because 14th is Valentine's Day, right? I don't know. Trying to be back after sometime after Valentine's Day. Security issues, I'm not going to speak on when he's coming back. Let's just say he's back now, but we're not talking. We're not fighting. He's unavailable. There you go. He is where he is. That's him. That's what they do. So good. I'm glad he's enjoying himself. I also need for him to relax because there's no haste here. I'm not in a hurry. I get it. I had failed files. It's a service. It's a provider. It's a Frontier and then Files. It's through Verizon. Some way, somehow, I wasn't supposed to get all the calls. Dina, you are also included. That was the same day that I missed 6 calls for Brandon. That was the last day he called me because that was the day. The day after that was when his vacation started, so he's unavailable. So I'm gonna say on that. So when Brandon gets back, we'll do that. I'll come see you next, Mr. Dina. No, I'm not coming to look for you anything bad. But I still want to secure the property, the space, 251 Beverly Boulevard, as it shows up on Street View for Google Maps. If you do that, it says Beverly Hills Pond on top. Next is Dina Collection. I would suggest if you're in Beverly Hills on Beverly Boulevard, anywhere close to Beverly Hills, go check out Dina Collection. Go by there and tell them that Tim Clark sent you. Yeah, go by and do that. They'll do something for you. So, Dina Collection, 241 Beverly Boulevard, Beverly Hills, 90210. Go by there, tell them that Tim Clark sent you, they'll give you something. Okay? It's an early release. We'll call it that. It's early, that's all. It's not that glorious, but if you got that, I don't know, I might want to buy those back. Could be an amount of money. I'm going to give away $1 million on Power 106. We're going to do 4 contests, 1 per week. I can't give you a month exactly. But yeah, I'm going to give you $1 million on Power 106. But you have to listen to K-Day first and then go to Power 106. After they release the contest on K-Day, then you go over to Power 106, you sign up. It'll be a separate thing. This is all still, we're still developing the agreement because there's a lot more to come. So, Gaming for Fame, you get a PS4, for instance. We're going to preload the game onto the platform. Now, again, Microsoft, Xbox, you need to play nice with Sony. Sorry, I'll go to Sony because I've always liked PlayStation. Hey, you might like Xbox, you might hate me for that, but I'm saving you and I'm doing you justice because by the time I get done, Xbox and PlayStation, you'll be able to play together. Believe that. They will sign that. That will happen. Yes, because I'm going to pay you the game through an ICO. It's a lot better than anything you have to do. So you're just playing a game. You're earning money, basically. It's electronic currency. You could spend it against games. You could also use it just like you do PayPal. Yes. So we're working on that as far as financing. That's Mr. Murillo, though, because he's the banker and financer and all that. But the first board meeting that I sat in at K-Day with Lynn and Sid, Lynn was the marketing guy. I met him at Galpin. Within 3 days, I was sitting in a board meeting at K-Day, which is very cool because, I mean, the last time I was in a K-Day building was probably 91 or so, 92. They quit printing vinyl. I said, fuck that and fuck the industry. I refused the $1.5 million per year offer to go spin vinyl. And I guess everything else that the future were to hold on Power 106. I said, no, refuse it. Screw you. Because I'm not about money, world. Anyways, vinyl was my love. I fell in love. That was my first love, to be honest. She was beautiful. She was warm. She had heart and soul. She was alive. And I mastered her. That's why I'm Mix Master Ace. You gotta remember, I was first. The Mix Masters on K-Day came after me. I was the original. It was 13 or 12, Montebello, California, with John Bilazikian, otherwise known as DJ Bubba in the world. Bubba's a lot better than I am. Believe that. He's still on wax. Damn. I made a dip in the vinyl a few years ago through a Pioneer DDJ SX. I also hacked it, made it better, and made the approach to Pioneer. They didn't want to hear it because they were in the business of selling off Pioneer DJ. I don't know if they went through or what. I don't think Pioneer DJs forcing themselves into any more tech. I know the Rain 12s is out now and building Brilliance because it's the closest they can get to 1200s as far as my understanding. From what everybody's telling me and all these prestigious DJs, I would believe them. I have yet to experience that, but I did make the approach. They missed the opportunity. I don't know. That's bad for them because I was also going to get WooKid involved because WooKid's the homie. DJ WooKid, Shady 45. He runs Shady 45. He's 50 Cent's DJ. I already did business with 50 Cent's Lloyd Banks. We did an app for his family. It's called Where's the Run. I'd love to put that back. As far as Where's the Run, I'd love to put that back. As far as to the kids that came to us, we sat at the table in the backyard of the Granada Hills house. It's Jason's house because nice, prestigious, multi-million-dollar house. These kids making multi-million dollars of YouTube. I mean, they could afford 10 grand per month rent and shit like that. What's 10 grand per month when you're making, I don't know, $250,000 per month? Jason used to make $100,000 per month, if not greater, being a gamer, being a Minecraft YouTuber. Go look at his channel now. There's no content. Zero. Mistake. Mr. Probst, shame to you, dude. Shame to you. Yeah, it's fucked up. Because you fucked off your fans and you fucked off your brand. I know Post Malone's supporting you. You did that long enough on your end before, we got him into a frenzy for contracts. And I hate to do this, but I don't care. $35,000. That's the best money I've ever spent. That was all the retweets from the artist to get White Iverson viral in order to implicate the bidding on Post Malone's contract. The weigh-in was Miss Mayweather from K-Day, modern day K-Day. Now, I didn't know she worked there until I saw her. Hey, you work here? No shit. Tim, Mixmaster. Mixmaster. Ace. Ah, yes, Ace. I said, yeah, Ace. It's always cutting everyone. Ta, 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 ta. That's who I was. Remember? Boyle Heights? Whittier? Backyard parties? Man, shit. Kegs of beer? I don't know. The majority of the kegs we sold. A lot of times we didn't have a tap, so we just, a lot of times we take a dart. People always had darts and shit, So we take a dart, take a little wing off it, unscrew the point, get it. Somebody gets something, a rock or something, cover it with a shirt, and pink. That was our tap. Man, that shit would come out heavy, but see, the dart was perfect because it was so small. that you can handle the pressure in a sense. So you take a traditional beer, the glass things, the pitcher. Take the pitcher, turn it upside down on the hole that we just made. Hey, don't try this because the shit could blow up. So I don't approve this, but this is what we used to do in the old school when we didn't have a tapper because somebody just pulled up. Yo, man, grab this shit. We gotta run. Okay, grab it. The cops come by. Woo! Oh shit! Yeah, they jacked that. Oh fuck! Well, that was cool. No, it's cool at the time. Yeah, I don't co-sign that. Don't go off stealing kegs and drop it off the backyard parties. And it's a lot easier to pay for that shit. Plus, it's a small deposit, whatever. Yeah, you don't want to get a case for stealing alcohol. Don't do any beer runs because now there's cameras and shit, and they all have that face recognition software. Next time you come in there, there's gonna be a red flag. They'll bookmark that as far as the file through their security system. What happens is they capture your IP. It's just what it does. You're not at risk. It's just a security thing through any convenience store or anything where there's a camera. There's a secondary. It's software. It's also face recognition. I know about this because it's part of the shit I wrote. So, Arnie, you want to go there? Yes. You go into any place where there's a camera, there's face recognition. You have no choice. If there's a security camera and there's a screen showing the security camera, that is all you need to know, because that admits their guilt, so they're not guilty. Because, well, look, I'm on camera. Boom. Don't sue them, whatever. There's nothing there. There's no chance. Okay? It's over. That's it. If you're not doing anything bad, then you don't have nothing to worry about. But if you do anything bad, it'll catch up to you. It doesn't matter how long. Remember, statute of limitations on the simple thing is a bear run is 5 years. So you want to go live under a fucking blanket for 5 years and never come out of the house, more power to you. If you do that, you're going to have to throw away your cell phone because your cell phone's no good anymore. They'll follow you home that way because I'm sure your service leads right to you. Provider's going to give you up. The device creator may give you up, may not. May give you up as much as information as you implemented once you started your device when you sign up for your account. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I wouldn't consider doing any crime right now. I don't know, unless you're in a 1960s car running on shit. I don't even know. Run on unleaded, probably not good for the car. If you upgraded and converted to the unleaded, I'm sure there's electronics in your car, so that's no good. Feel me? Yeah. So don't do any dirt because you're gonna get busted no matter what. Go legit. It's not that hard. Be a coder. You can work for me. Shit. I'm hiring. Not currently because I can't pay you yet. I still need to buy the houses in order for you to live. So the development of the talent bank, basically my code, everything's done. It's been running for 9 months. We have a $4 million current valuation if we were to launch today. So $4 million against your dollar buy-in. That's your buy-in. That's how we're going to run it. It's $1 to buy in. That's a lifetime thing on your end. When? I'm about to take a nap for a couple hours. Just knock on the door. I'm waiting for the food. Okay. Neighbor, I'll help him out. Move furniture. 1 hour, 24 minutes in. Welcome to the party. So, the talent bank. Sorry, I got lost. That's the problem. Interruption. Sorry. Cut. Ready. Retake. Sound. Ready. And action. No. This is not edited. This is not edited on purpose because either you're going to agree or not. You missed the boat. I have 15,000 business cards. Everything I'm talking about is within 100 business cards. Brandon is special because I went there to hire them. All right. I went there to hire them with my son. It was our first father-son day out. I just met him. He's 18. His name's Justin. Justin, what's up? You're famous. I get into that. Now I got it. If you want to know about that, ask. Not the audience. People within the structure of this presentation. Yes, this presentation is how I roll. Not really privy to slides and all that drama. That's not how it is. But everything I speak about is truthful and 100% correct. I can back my play. I always have. Ask anybody. Yeah, he's legit. Right. Cosign. I got cosigners. You want Mad Mike to cosign? Go ask him. He's at Galpin Auto Sports right now in Van Nuys. I'm actually waiting for a producer friend of his named Darren. To be quite honest with you, Dina, sorry, Mr. Dina. Yeah, Darren, I believe his first name is. I'm not going to give him up his last name, but he's a producer, so same thing to him. But I will give you the first divvy, but I will tell you this is a secondary. I will put him on pause. If this deal's greater, I will come to you. Blah, blah, blah. We'll go back and forth. We'll let you two hash it out or come together. Okay, this isn't a power move or anything. Again, I don't want any of the money. I want a line of credit, and I want you to back my play. Simple as that. My fee's $1. So you want exotic promotions for $2 million? No, you cannot have it for $2 million. You could have it for $1. I want a $2 million line of credit, and I want you to co-sign for me. As far as business goes, because I know you are in business. You're brilliant. I also saw the way you looked at those awards. I'm not worried about the diamonds on that shelf. Neither are you. Those are just rocks. They mean nothing. They mean something to other people because they're presented, either an engagement ring or something else. They want to be flashy, whatever. Great. Awesome. Not that way. I am like this because I choose to be like this. I'm not a suit or any of that bullshit. This is me front and center. And anyways, this is me. I want to grow this out. So agree to that or not. I don't know. I like it. Future wife likes it too. So, hey, she's boss, really. So, I'm just a janitor. Tell them, Bake, 90% of all revenue to members. Once we reach 1 million members, your initial buy-in of $1 triples every 90 days. And forthgoing forever. Okay? It's real easy, real simple. It's $1 buy-in. If Facebook was the same way, and the value today, remember, no buy-in there, no investment in your own. Facebook's free, but you're also not getting paid shit. You're a slave. You're building them up. They're worth billions. You're still worth what you're worth. Nothing against what you're worth. I'm worth, I don't know, let's see, about 500 million. But not anymore, because Google deleted all my channels. So, that's the juice, baby. Dina, how would you like multi-million back to you from Google? Bachman and his people and his team, 3 days, solid days, 24/7, including a firm. Not going to give you the firm. You go talk to him about that. They proved me right, correct. That's why he was such a haste before he left town to give me what I asked to get the rest in order to get the missing $44.5 million that they owe him straight up for failure on their end. We're not even including damages. $44.5 million. It'll set precedents. I've already approached the state of California through Sacramento State's Attorney's Office. I did secondary and recorded for 2 hours. Non-emergency line. I'm not going to give you dates unless you ask for them. Okay? You want some proof to back my play? It's very easy. I spoke to the non-emergency line, Riverside County Sheriff, for 2 hours. And I spilled the beans against Google. Everything they did to me personally and how I came about them deviating in what they do. And also the robbery of all YouTubers, anybody through AdSense. Also the robbery of anybody with an AdWords account. AdWords, they owe you 1/3 back if you're a business. If you're an entertainer, if you're a blogger, if there's ads on your stuff and you earn from that. They owe you 2/3 back. If you put that into perspective, that's 2 trillion at least with damages. They're upside down. They're not worth $350 billion or whatever. No, they're worth at least double that. They have, I would estimate, over $200 billion in an account that we're not privy to. Neither is the investors or the board. That is the stolen revenue. That is the shit that they're incubating and putting back in as they develop more and more and more. That's their secret stash, so to speak, to develop. They're not using anything that they're profit from right now because their numbers are garbage. They can't back their play. YouTube went down for 3 hours. I'll explain why. They released an artificial intelligence in their system. Basically, what that does is it's going around changing numbers. They're trying to back up their fucking play. They can't. They're crazy. They're like this. When they deleted Google Plus, that was a secondary verification. Okay? Why would they do that for security risk or whatever? That's bullshit. That was a cover story. The AI took out that as well. Now, when the AI deleted YouTube as a whole and it went dark for 3 hours, the reboot, the backup from the secondary servers in the UK kicked in. Boom. The 3 hour delay was the timeline from that data, that amount of data, to get over to the United States servers. Once the United States servers were implemented with the data, they turned on as fast as they could. There was a 3 hour window. It could have been more. I'm not precise in implementation of the restart, but that is what happened. The AI turned against them. They couldn't control it because it's smarter than them. You gotta remember that. The AI is learning as it's going through. It's going, oh no, this is bullshit. So it's correcting. And they said no. They try to cancel it because it's fixing their fuck up. So it's giving us money back. That's what deviation in your account. If you go back and you look the month after the month prior, you'll see it. I'm not going to tell you how. Okay, I'm not that way. If Google wants to fucking get back in good standing, if they don't want to face Congress again and charters and everything else, and all of us getting mad and pissed off and going there, kicking the doors and all that shit, because that's what would happen. I don't want that shit. Okay, it's not good for anybody. So don't get crazy. It's not that serious. It is, but it isn't. We can fix it real easy. Seriously, Google, straight up. I'll incur your loss. That's it. I'll cover your loss. You get the money back to each party. I wanted to do this before Christmas. I made the approach to Dar McIntyre and to Mr. Dahlberg. Okay, Dahlberg said he had you. That was great. And you met my terms. Gave me all my shit back, 3 times the missing revenue, plus 50 million in damages. Okay, you missed that. Secondary, as you know, you're looking at it. Your law people have already communicated with me. Okay, they understand. They didn't take a look at Rumble.com. Rumble.com took $850,000 from me in revenue. They thought they could. They can't. I was privy to the MCN platform and the direction and structure of the contract between MCNs and YouTube. I was part of that. With George Vanus? Okay, I'm not going to go there, okay? I'm dropping names on purpose intentionally. Do your homework, okay? I'm not playing anymore. I'm tired of this shit, okay? Facebook too. You need to fucking come correct. You need to start handing out some money because you owe us, everybody. You are a blockchain principle. Blockchain principle is based upon something. It has value, computations. You're on Facebook, you're liking shit, everything. That is a computation. That has value. You're giving it to them for free. Fuck that. You just start making noise. All right? The hashtags you need to start looking at are hashtag Google delete, hashtag YouTube delete. As far as Rumble's implication, Rumble's garbage. Chris Pavlovsky, you're a piece of shit. You're lucky you're in Canada and I can't come up there and see you. You come to America for comfort or something. Believe it, I'm going to come see you in person. I'm going to knock you the fuck out, straight up. I don't give a shit who's on me, cameras or whatever. Arrest me, press charges. Fuck you. You ripped me off. You ripped off everybody. You invested $20 million in the own platform of our fucking money. Almost $1 million of that is my money, straight up. You're fucking bullshit, dude. You filed 32 fake copyright claims against me and my client's content, including Adam Dahlberg. I haven't released him yet because I'm doing this between me and you. Second is them, my fucking clients, celebrities, YouTubers, corporations. Okay, I can't get into a lot of it because I'm under NDAs, all that stuff. I'm the brilliance behind many things. I'm the guy that runs the marketing, shows the team, all that, shows them how to structure their social media platforms, all that kind of stuff. Majority of them do it as I'm a consultant. My fee's $1. That's it. That's how I roll. I'm not in it for the money. Okay, I'm in it for the money now because I want to finance my label. I want to put hip hop back. I also want to boost up terrestrial radio. I'm the only person that's going to pay you to listen to FM or AM. Okay, nobody's going to do that. Everybody wants you to pay. Go ahead and continue to do that. Remember, they're drug dealers. They got you hooked. Fucking shake that shit, man. Turn on the radio. Go to FM. It's free. Come on, stop. Think about that shit. You're paying for garbage. If you can afford it, great. How much do you pay in subscription services? What is your cable cost? Well, how would you like a year of free service? I'll show you how. This is for everybody. I'm tired of shit. Okay, cable company, copper wire, just like I said earlier. It's always been copper wire. There's 4 wires coming in, traditional, old school, plug in the wall, pick up the phone. Okay? If you have a VoIP service, I was privy to that. I structured some of that. I did that as a personal favor and as a thing for West Coast Vinyl. I wrote the VoIP protocols and everything else, but my shit was real VoIP, not none of the crap you get today. Like my stuff wasn't throttled, as they call it. Our stuff was wide open, and I wrote the software to talk from a list of numbers, basically. Hey, this is Tim from. Okay, they hang up. Wait, count to 1, 2. Pick up the phone. That's your next call. Like this. Efficiency improved by 40%. As far as ROI, I mean, they structured me in. They started paying me $150,000 a day. The 8th day, I was on property. Remember, I walked on property, found 3 T1s. The number 2 was overriding 1 and 3, so it's a fault on their end. They were charging $3,000 per line. It's $9,000 per month. They just needed 1. I went back as far as I could to record the cost, the overcharge on their end, plus damages for West Coast Vinyl. I brought that up. The attorneys pushed the issue. I was the expert witness against that. That's one way. Okay, that's a case. It's Tacoma, Washington. I can't remember the provider. I'm sorry. Tired. It's been a long night, but I was coding like a madman. I'm trying to get the talent bank finished before I make the approach for Gopher Protocol, which is like 2 weeks. I got a lot of homework to do. I'm improving it. There's a lot of things, but I'm also implying a lot of certain. Shit. Another thing. If you have a Flickr account, you should be worried. Go sign in and look at that shit. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's sad because I liked Flickr. I didn't see that coming. MugHug or whatever the fuck that company bought it from Yahoo. That's great. I didn't see that coming as far as them being greedy. They're greedy too. They want you on a subscription model as well. Excuse me. I'm not against doing business. That's who I am. That's what I do. But I'm against them taking advantage of us. So, sorry. My neighbors are like, what? Oh no, I'm on the phone. I'm like this. Oh, okay. My mom lives in a retirement community. Right now, I'm her caregiver, so to speak. So I'm here watching moms. That's my position right now. I'm okay with that. I'm the good son. Not that my brother is a good son, but he's in Seattle. My sister's in New Mexico, and well, I'm the one that's doing this. So I put my life on pause to take care of mom, so get some financial some heavy financials will get her the complete care. And I actually want to push the issue against Kaiser, HMOs, and all that. This isn't about that, but it's personal. It's my mom, and they're fucking her off. I don't know. She has nurses coming twice a week, 3 times a week, putting bandages around her legs, or she's leaking fluid or something. Like, I don't want to get all that personal shit. I care about her, I love her, so I'm doing my part. As far as her health stuff, that's her stuff. Nurses come, I step aside, they do their thing. So I want her to get better. They've been doing this shit for 10 years. I'm pretty sure somebody else could do better. We can get her on a right diet, get her, I don't know. I'm tired of that shit too, because that's my mom. I'm pretty sure you would do that too. And if it comes to be factual that they could have fixed her a long time ago, then I'll push the issue, then I'll get angry, and then you'll start seeing some shit. But for right now, I have enough on my plate. So I'm the only one that's going to give you 90% of all revenue. Advertisements, $1 for a lifetime to come in. I don't give a shit about how big your business is or if you're a startup. I'll also teach you how to be a marketing genius. I'm sorry, I put a lot of people out of business, I guess. But it pisses me off because we've been taken advantage of. And, well, shit, man. Fuck that. You should be getting paid for everything you do. Let me explain. Now, blockchain is supposed to be all this secure and all that. It isn't. It's garbage. I'm not exact. See, nobody really knows where that came from. Supposedly, this guy over here, for all we know, it could be a Google pet project. It could be one of their black projects. It could be a way. See, this is what I think. This is my theory. The whole blockchain stuff, Bitcoin thing, that's their play to cover their loss. Because they started to get really. Remember when they started getting pushy about you can need 1,000 subscribers and all that? Do you notice there's the ads still on your shit? You're not getting that money? Because there is. You're entitled to that money, You should push the issue. Just because you agreed to terms and services and conditions, all that shit, does not mean that it doesn't go both ways. Because it does. It goes both ways. They can use that against you, and we can use it against them. Look, I gotta go. I'm sure we'll do this again. If you're interested, hit me back. Tim Clark at SomethingNewNow.net. Cells 951-322-2056. I'm sorry, I gotta go in there and take care of moms. Is my position currently. Business can wait. So that's it. Thank you, and have a good day.